Yumi-chan! Look what we've come across!
Indeed. But Haruka-san, why am I dressed as Robin?
Oh, you know, Yumi-chan. But anywho, hello everyone. I am Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Haruka Woman!
And great Scott! I am Robin Yumi, I guess?
And we're both playing Batman versus Predator.
Haruka-san, isn't this actually a comic that was made, like, some years ago?
Why, yes it is, Yumi-chan. But someone was kind enough to create a beat-em-up where Batman faces off against Le Predator.
And also fighting a bunch of goons in Gotham City because, you know, that's what Batman does best.
Indeed. But Haruka-san, some of you might be saying, why aren't you playing the most recent Batman game? That is not a Batman game, it is a crime against humanity.
She's talking about Kill the Justice League. Haruka-san is actually a big fan of Batman, so she did not take Kill the Justice League too kindly. Not to even mention, the gameplay just seems extremely repetitive.
Right. So, Yumi-chan and I decided to pick up this Batman game, which is on Game Jolt. You can find it in the description below. But anywho, we are Batman, dressed in his Beyond getup, and we're trying to fight against criminals in Gotham City. Because, you know, that's how we do.
Indeed. But I noticed that the Predator was in the title, so... Are we going to fight a Predator?
Amongst other things, Yumi-chan. Amongst other things.
Holy terror, Haruka-san!
No.
What do you mean?
Fuck that tire pile in particular.
Holy purple latex, Haruka-san!
Indeed. But question, why is Catwoman here?
Yes, I don't think the game explains it, but why is Catwoman here? Shouldn't she be flirting with Batman instead of trying to murder him?
You know, you make a great point, Yumi-chan, and also, in hindsight, I should have dressed as Catwoman for this.
But I think you look better in the Batsuit, Haruka-san.
Why, thank you, Yumi dear. I mean, we are shinobi. It's fair to attack from the shadows, don't you think?
Yes, precisely. And isn't Catwoman Batman's on-again, off-again love interest? Why are we kicking the crap out of her?
Maybe she has something to do with the Predator being loose in Gotham City. But wait, I get ahead of myself.
Indeed. Now sit down, Selena!
KO!
You win! Perfect.
Holy disappearing corpse, Haruka-san! Are you really going to keep doing that? Very well, Yumi-chan. Get the anti-Catwoman bat spray!
Zonk!
Kapow! Alright then, we are deeper in Gotham City.
Haruka-san, I just remembered something.
What's that, Yumi-chan?
Do you remember at some point in DC Comics history when Alfred went toe-to-toe with Superman?
Oh yes, I remember what you're talking about. And the moral of that story is, do not fuck with Alfred Pennyworth. He'll fuck you up.
Indeed. Why don't we have a butler like that?
Because, Yumi-chan, you didn't have one in your inheritance.
Oh, that's right, I didn't. Oh well, but it would have been nice to... Oh wait, Haruka-san, I just remembered something else. Remember that time Alfred wielded a coach gun against somebody? I think it was the Predator.
I don't remember what you're talking about, Yumi-chan, sad to say. We're in an elevator, so what now? Holy Xenomorphs, Haruka-san! Hold on, this is Batman vs. Predator, right? Then why are there Xenomorphs in this elevator?
Because, you know... Get away from her, you bitch!
Possibly. Oh, and also... It's game over, man! Game over!
They're coming out of the walls!
Yes, indeed, Xenomorphs. But what could possibly be worse than a colony of Xenomorphs?
I don't know, but hopefully we won't jinx it. Great Xenomorph eggs, Haruka-san!
Plus those little protomorphs.
Is Prometheus canon?
I think it is, depending on who you ask. Anywho, time to clear out the last of these Xenomorphs. Well, we've done it. Now what? Perhaps I shouldn't have asked.
A queen Xenomorph! Oh my!
Indeed, Yumi-chan. But if you'll pardon me being improper for a moment...
As if this hasn't stopped you before.
That's a huge bitch!
Indeed. So, how do we, as Batman, stop a Xenomorph queen? Aside from punching it in the chest. Oh, and also, don't Xenomorphs bleed acid blood? So, shouldn't every Xenomorph that we've killed bleed acid?
I'm pretty sure Batman has a contingency for acid blood.
But doesn't Batman have a contingency for everything? He could even have a contingency plan for you.
As if anyone's ever prepared for me.
Fair point, but Batman probably watches you two to prepare for stuff. So he could reasonably prepare for you.
I'd like to see him try. Wait a minute! Is that a goddamn power loader?
And Sigourney Weaver's not driving it! Everybody run!
We in the jungle, motherfuckers!
Indeed. But why are we fighting Colonial Marines? No, not the game. But still, shouldn't they be preparing for the Xenomorphs instead of fighting Batman?
You make a good point.
Look out, more Marines!
Indeed. You should not be fighting Batman. There are bigger things to worry about. Even though Batman is the biggest threat in the room. Because, you know, he's the goddamn Batman.
Somehow, I feel like people don't like that statement very much.
What do you mean, Yumi-chan?
A few words. All-Star Batman and Robin.
Oh yes, the Frank Miller one. I wonder if Frank Miller does better works nowadays.
He probably does, but All-Star Batman and Robin was not one of them.
Indeed. Bat Hook!
You missed.
How did I miss?
Oh, in Haruka-san, there's a predator.
Indeed. Now how do we hit said predator?
With a bat kick. Titty-ah!
Indeed. Or, you know, we could just hit him while he's in the way of these Marines.
Right. But shouldn't the Predator be going after the Marines?
Yumi-chan, as we've just discussed, Batman is the biggest threat in the room.
Indeed he is. And I'm just now remembering that they did face off in a comic once. Oh, and Batman, I remember correctly, faced off against the Xenomorph.
That he did. And somehow he won.
Well, remember, Batman has a contingency for everything.
But does he have a contingency for the end of this video? Because I think we've shown off enough. This is actually a pretty good beat-em-up. And the third one I played, but this time it's with a guest. But anywho, my darling subjects, if you would like to play Batman vs. Predator for yourself, I will leave a link in the description below as always. And if you lovely folks enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and a comment to let me know, and maybe subscribe while you're at it. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, my darling subjects. Farewell, everyone. But before we end things, Yumi-chan, get the anti-shark spray!
I can't believe Batman actually had that in his arsenal. The 60s were a strange time.
Indeed.